Imagine an object so powerful that if you shine a flashlight into it, the light never comes back. Not because it's dark, but because space itself is curved so steeply that light can't climb out. And here's the scary part. Black holes aren't just floating villains from sci-fi. They might be quietly shaping galaxies, controlling star formation, and bending time in ways that sound impossible, but are real. So, what is a black hole really? And how do scientists get excited about something they can't even see? In the next few minutes, you'll understand black holes without the confusion, how they form, what the edge really means, how we detect them, and the biggest mysteries we still haven't solved. First, quick myth buster. Black holes are not cosmic vacuum cleaners. Most of them are far away, and they only pull strongly when you get close, just like any other object with gravity. So why do they matter? Because black holes are the universe's extreme testing lab. If you want to see gravity at its wildest, energy at its hottest, and time behaving strangely, this is where physics gets pushed to the edge. And the wildest upgrade in recent history. We went from black holes are just theory to capturing images of their shadows. Okay, let's peel back the curtain. A black hole isn't a hole you fall through like a tunnel. It's a region of space where matter has been squeezed so insanely dense that gravity becomes overwhelming. Picture gravity like a trampoline. Put a bowling ball on it and the fabric dips. Now imagine something so dense it creates a dip so deep that anything getting too close slides in and can't climb out, not even light. That boundary has a name, the event horizon. It's not a solid surface. It's a point of no return. Now, how do black holes get made? Think of a massive star like a battle between two forces. Outward pressure from nuclear fusion pushes out. Gravity pulls in. For most of the star's life, it's balanced. But eventually, the fuel runs low, and gravity doesn't negotiate. When outward pressure weakens, the star collapses under its own weight. Sometimes it explodes in a supernova, one of the most violent events in the universe. After the explosion, what's left behind can be a neutron star. Or, if the star was massive enough, the collapse keeps going. The star crushes into something smaller than a city, then smaller and smaller until the event horizon forms. That's a stellar black hole, a dead star's core, compressed into an object with gravity so intense that light can't escape. But wait, if black holes are invisible, how do we know they exist? Because we don't usually see the black hole. We see what it does to everything around it. 1. Stars orbiting something invisible. If a star whips around an empty spot at insane speed, something massive is hiding there. 2. Hot gas glowing before it falls in. Matter doesn't just drop straight down. It swirls into a spinning disk, an accretion disk, heating up until it shines like a cosmic stove, especially in X-rays. 3. Jets blasting out near the speed of light. Some black holes fire giant beams of particles from their poles, like a plasma lighthouse. And then there's the big flex. We've captured images of a black hole's shadow. Not the black hole itself, its silhouette against glowing gas behind it. It's like photographing an invisible monster. By the way, it blocks the firelight. Now, not all black holes are the same size. Stellar black holes form from massive stars, usually a few to a few dozen times the sun's mass. Supermassive black holes are the giants, millions or even billions of suns. These sit in the centers of galaxies, including our Milky Way. And in between are intermediate black holes, the missing middle that scientists think exist, but are harder to confirm. So, what happens if you get close? Let's kill another myth. A black hole doesn't suck from far away. If our sun magically became a black hole with the exact same mass, Earth would still orbit the same way. We'd just freeze, because sunlight would be gone. But up close, things get weird fast. Gravity increases sharply with distance. And that difference in pull is called tidal force. It can stretch objects like spaghettification, and time. Time gets strange too. Near extreme gravity, time runs slower. To someone far away, you'd appear to slow down as you approach the event horizon, fading into a kind of endless slow motion. So black holes aren't just vacuum cleaners. They're light-trapping, time-bending, reality-warping objects. Myth number 1, black holes are giant empty holes in space. Truth, they're regions where gravity is extreme because matter is extremely compressed. Myth number 2, black holes roam around eating everything. Truth, most are quiet unless something gets close. Myth number 3, it's all guessing. We don't have proof. Truth, we have strong evidence. Star orbits, high-energy radiation from hot gas, jets, gravitational waves, and images of black hole shadows. Now, for the part that keeps scientists awake at night. 1. What's inside the event horizon? We can describe the outside pretty well, but inside, our best theories start to clash. 2. The information problem. If something falls in, is its information destroyed forever? Quantum physics says information shouldn't just vanish. So, where does it go? 3. How did supermassive black holes get so huge so early? Some existed surprisingly early in the universe. How did they grow that fast? Still a major mystery. So even though black holes sound like an old topic, they're actually one of the biggest unfinished stories in science. Quick recap. Lock these in. A black hole isn't a tunnel. It's extreme gravity in a region of space. The event horizon is the point of no return. We detect black holes by their effects. Orbits, glowing gas, jets, and shadows. They range from stellar to supermassive, and galaxies often have one at the center. The deepest mysteries are what happens inside, and what happens to information. So, black holes aren't just dark objects. They're gravity pushed to the maximum. They warp time, trap light, and expose the limits of physics. And we can still study them by watching the universe react around them. Remember the flashlight idea from the beginning. Light goes in and never comes out. Here's the twist. Black holes might not be the end of the story. Some ideas suggest they can slowly lose energy over time, meaning they may not be perfectly eternal. So the next question is, if black holes can eventually fade away, what does that mean for the far future of the universe? Because if black holes don't last forever, then nothing does.